My name is Yvonne, and I came to Sanctified Hope 4 months ago. My childhood it was a little rough. I was totally dysfunctional. There was abuse, emotional abuse, a lot of emotional abuse and physical abuse. My mom didn't work. She stayed home, and my dad, he worked. My stepdad worked quite a bit. I was the one that was taking everything out on, I guess because I was the oldest girl. When I was about 14 years old, my stepdad couldn't keep his hands off me, and my mom put me out of the house. I went and stayed with my grandparents, and my grandmother used to take me to church. When I was 13, I gave my life to Christ. By the time I was 14, I was smoking marijuana, so I really didn't give my life to Christ because I didn't understand really what the depth of that was. I guess I started on a road of self-destruction. I found out I was bipolar. I knew something was wrong with me, but I didn't know what it was inside. I acted out a lot, and it caused me a lot of problems with guys. I was sexually abused quite a bit. Then I got married at a young age, 18, but I married someone that was 15 years older than me, just to get out of the situation I was in. That marriage was abusive, sexually abusive, mentally and emotionally. But it lasted 5.5 years. I moved to Texas after that. Alcohol got me in trouble all the time. But I got pregnant. I had a little boy. I worked cleaning apartments, and they were using drugs, and I was introduced to methamphetamines. And then I met someone that had cocaine, and then I got addicted to that really bad, which put me down a rabbit hole for 38 years of addiction. And 3 kids later, by the time I was 42, I couldn't quit using. It tore up everything I had. It took everything away from me, even my kids. I was in prison. This was my 5th time in prison, and I got a 10-year sentence. And one day I was sitting on my bed, and I was reading John 5, come across the man at the pool of Bethesda. But I was reading, and when Jesus asked him, "Do you want to be made well?" At that moment, Jesus literally delivered me from drugs, alcohol, everything. I could feel it. It was like a feeling I've never had in my whole life. But I finally surrendered and gave him my life, all of it, my whole heart. I heard about Sanctified Hope through a re-entry program. Matter of fact, I met Kim and Kelly. They came to our class, and they were showing us about Sanctified Hope, and I really wanted to go there. And I got an application, filled it out, so I had to wait for 2 years to get out so I could come to Sanctified Hope. It was so overwhelming. Everything was on my bed. I had clothes in my closet, shoes. I was so excited. I did not expect all of those things. I really didn't. I want to be a godly woman, and they're helping me to become a godly woman. All of the classes that I've taken enlightened me and has made me a better person. And I've gotten rid of a lot of the stuff that I was carrying around just by making peace with your past. It's changed me in a way that I can help other women so they don't have to go through what I went through. I'm going to school to be a substance abuse counselor and a peer support specialist, because I believe being a substance abuse counselor, I'll be able to maybe talk to them, and maybe God's leading me this way to go that way because there's somebody that I need saving. I can't save them, but I can bring them to Christ. Maybe my former years were bad years, but my latter years are going to be my best years.